I was devastated and heartbroken after being fired. Fuck out of here, you old bitch.
Yo.
Episode 39 of the Critically Unfocused podcast, brought to you unofficially by True Light Beer, made by Bloods, Crips, and GDs who are trying to brew beer to end gang violence. So, yeah, went to the store today and bought this.
Nigga,
So,
you bought Pruno. You bought toilet liquor.
this is hooch.
The fuck? Bloods, Crips, and GDs. What city they made? They made that shit in Wisconsin. Nigga, what?
This was definitely out the Midwest.
Of course. I ain't never met a blood that's like, hey, nigga, you know what I'm trying to brew some beer.
Light beer, though, you know, we gotta stay tight. Yo, what up, though? How y'all doing? We're here on a Saturday recording.
I think
what do you say?
Man, you had to buy it.
Yeah, I think I supported a black business. I would imagine this is a black, not profiling, but
I thought I was supporting a black business when I bought that Thug Kitchen vegan cookbook, and I found out it was two white folks.
Oh, yeah, no, that's nasty. That's nasty.
Yeah, that was.
And I'm mad I can't just read their recipes without all the extra shit too.
Hey, cuz, listen, you want to make some chilaquiles, cuz?
Yeah, because y'all doing the most in there. Like,
signed Dan.
Dan and Harriet.
I'm looking this shit up because I can't. I need a live reaction.
Did you think it was like some jail niggas that made that book at first?
Thug Kitchen? No. I just thought it was some black people having fun or whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
That's not necessarily. Yeah, not jail. But I guess you could see how that would be when it's like titled Thug.
Yeah,
sure. That's what I see. Team. It does look like True Light. I only see black people on True Light's website. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
This tastes like black prosperity.
Yeah. Okay, I see you. The only white guy that
used to.
Literally, the only white guy on the team is the dude who brews the beer. Everybody else is black.
All right, got to keep one around for legal purposes. You need someone to talk to police if you get pulled over.
He's the fall guy when they find out it's toilet juice.
No, True Light, I know y'all probably haven't got a podcast shout out yet. This is your first one. Fuck with your boys. I paid for the first case. Send the next two for free.
Hey, we gotta see if they got social media and tag them.
Yeah.
We'll clip this up. Hey, I'm not
organic. I'm just like your hops. Look, I'm writing the pitch myself.
This is incredible. Hey, give Blake a job. He already got a good job, but give him a better one.
We all getting jobs. Equity.
Free Larry.
All right, can move on. Before we get in
we'll
trouble.
Trade y'all 5% for 5%.
Let's go. Do the science.
All right, how's your week been? Gang member.
Hey, yo.
That's for the sponsor.
Now we can't post the video. Look at that. Hey man, my week been
just
good.
Just my hands out, or put kittens over my hands.
I went and got the booster on Thursday. Oh my god!
Damn, brother.
I feel like I got 16 Filipino ladies jumping on my left arm. Yeah, it's been nasty business.
Manipulated.
Have the shots messed you up like that? Have you had big side effects from them?
Bro, so the first one, I think our second episode or third episode was when I got my first one, and I died halfway through that episode. The second one wasn't bad, but this third one, it hasn't been too bad. I just been fucking tired and had a headache and all that shit. But yeah, got my booster on Thursday, came home and watched the Chargers somehow lose a game that they won, and then went and saw Spider-Man, top tier movie.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, so it was a good week for your boy. Got to get some nerd shit in.
Yes, I'm sorry to hear about you getting that booster, brother.
Oh my god! Hey,
that's the time out here.
My internet.
You know how many words? You know how many letters are in the word booster, right?
How many? You counted already?
7.
Okay. What's that mean?
And you know how many original colonies there were for slavery, right?
13.
7. You the fucking science, man.
I never knew you did the science.
Yeah, come on, man.
I hate this nigga. Well, I see how your week was because you just been doing research on drumar.com. Jamal Sebi.
Hey, man. I'm signed up for my master's at YouTube Black University.
You don't even got YouTube Premium. Yeah, man.
I ain't paying for that shit.
My internet better not fuck up today.
Yo. You just made me think about something.
What?
YouTube ain't an HBCU, is it?
It depends what part. It depends on what part of YouTube you look at it. It could be.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, Soulja Boy was the first rapper or first artist on YouTube, so I think it might be a historically black.
He's the music
website.
professor.
I don't know. Couldn't think of that for you.
Soulja Boy is hilarious. Like when you think about it, like how he's just like, I feel like some of the most random shit like just happens to him.
The most random.
This whole run the whole run he's been on of like him being the first and shit, and then him really having like a case for like why he was the first.
He has a case for some of that shit too.
Like, yeah, like yo, I didn't realize Soulja Boy was like really the pioneer of all this shit. That's crazy.
Yeah, like he'll be making some points, like damn, like yo, he is kind of smart. And then like just some wild shit will come up with him. It's just hella dumb.
And
like,
then
he's a goofball.
Then he makes a
was like
$600 emulator.
He tried to make that video game console when it was just an emulator.
He's still going. He got a second one. It's a handheld.
Oh my god,
dude! I thought Nintendo sent him something where he had to
Nintendo might have had him, and then I think Atari did too. But then, like, I think he settled with Atari, so he hasn't had to pay anybody anything. I think he actually got money from Atari. But now, like, yeah, he has a handheld that he's doing that's also an emulator. But it's on Amazon.
That's hilarious. How's he? So I bet you they probably don't have no Nintendo games on this emulator, huh?
That you don't sell an emulator with games on it. You just sell the emulator.
Oh, okay.
You can't sell it with the games. It's illegal.
Okay, that's probably what got him in trouble then, huh?
I don't know. Maybe I don't know what happened. Honestly, I didn't look into that. But I just saw him on this last Breakfast Club interview he was talking about.
That happened.
Yeah, he was on Breakfast Club again with this new one, and he talked about like the Atari thing, which I think is what you're talking about.
Nah, I know that after he got that cease and desist, if you went to the website that they were selling it at, it literally rerouted you to Nintendo.com.
Yeah, that shit put a Nintendo Switch in your PayPal cart like instantly. Like, nah,
did it really?
No, not instantly, but it will take you to Nintendo.com though.
I wish that still worked. You get that OLED.
I saw one in the store the other day. I was actually kind of tempted to buy it just
so you could be double Grinch.
What's wrong with you?
Did you get that one to Happy Home?
Oh no, I'm about to put it up this week. You gotta wait.
All right, how's your week been though, man?
What's good, man? Just, I worked hell hours this week, but it wasn't like hard work, but a lot of hours. I'm about to have a fat check for Christmas Eve.
That's exciting.
Yeah. Nah, man, just work. I haven't gotten my booster yet, and I don't think I ever will, because my mind, spirit, and body is one with the earth, and I don't need shit like that.
Honestly, I thought you were joking the first time, but now you've mentioned it 7 times. I think you might be serious. I'm coming over. We're doing an intervention. I'm about to give you secondhand booster. I don't like this.
Nah, I'll probably get that shit soon, honestly. But nah, man, I just been working. Nothing really. This man, this damn COVID outbreak in the NFL got me stressed out from our fantasy matchup against Tyrell this week.
Oh my
buddy,
God.
Fuck Tyrell.
You gonna get to that?
Less than ideal.
Speaking of COVID, hold on, we got some content. You gotta tell me the audio's right on this.
An Atlanta couple outraged after they say they were left on the side of 75 North at 3 a.m. after getting in an argument with an Uber driver. They told our Caitlin Ross it started out as a conversation about their COVID-19 vaccination statuses.
The couple says the Uber driver told them he just got his booster shot for COVID-19 and asked them if they were vaccinated 7 minutes ago.
Hold on. So already, how are y'all picturing this couple?
I'm picturing 2 black people. Light-skinned black people. Man. I think one of them got dreads.
Wow.
Their trip, when they told him they were not, they say he got angry and eventually forced them to get out of his car on the side of the highway.
I use it all the time for work, to and from work, to the airport.
Still black?
Nope. Nope.
She uses the rideshare service.
Hey, wait, can you pause it again real quick? Yeah. Jamal might be onto something because she said they got kicked out 7 minutes into their trip. He said 7 was the magic number. He didn't know this was coming. He might.
Yo, do the math.
This is incredible. This is incredible.
Oh shit!
For everyone who gets in the car, vaccinated or not.
we made sure it was okay before we got in the Uber. We didn't have masks on. Like, I was like, hey, sir, we don't have masks. I don't have one. I'm sorry.
Dog.
And he was like, no.
This lady has no lips.
Where were you coming from where you didn't have a mask on and you going to get in my car with no mask on and then want to argue that you're not
They're in
vaccinated?
Atlanta.
Oh, true.
They're in Atlanta.
I don't think they
Yeah,
even
so
sell
Uber
fast
only has
food
a
on
mask
Mason-Dixon.
policy.
Yes,
And
it literally tells you
basically,
when you as a person who's taken Uber since COVID, you have to check the box that says like I will wear a mask when I get in the car. Like you have to agree to it before you can book your ride.
yeah, I think they booked it and got there and like they told me they didn't have masks and then I won't play the rest of it. So basically like the Uber driver and them got into an argument about vaccines while they're on the freeway and then she was like, he was speeding and looking up stuff on an iPad and we were so scared and then he made us get out in the middle of the highway.
Wait, why did he pull up his iPad? I'm pissed off now. He was ready.
I'll keep playing it.
Y'all can come in.
She says they called the Uber after a night out and were about halfway home when she says the ride got uncomfortable.
He started asking, if we were vaccinated. And I'm basically, I was scared the way he was asking the questions.
She says her partner told the driver they were not vaccinated, but they didn't think it would be a problem.
At that point, it really didn't matter because we didn't have a vaccination policy. It's just a mask policy.
She says the driver
you broke that too.
Driving to look up information about the COVID vaccine.
Yeah, they didn't follow
He was
any of the
driving
rules.
fast. He was, on his iPad Googling, trying to prove a point.
Then she says the driver told them they had to get out.
Pulled over on the side of 75 North, like a 4 or 5 lane highway.
All right.
Hey, so one, I think I've talked about it on here, but one of my favorite things is like when you get in an argument with somebody in public or like, somebody cut you off and they flip you off, like, how does their side of the story sound? Because they're never the bad guy. The way she told that, I know she's full of shit. She's like, they don't have a vaccination policy and it wasn't that big a deal. And he was trying to prove a point. Why you skipped over the whole, how the argument start. You skipped over the whole shit. All of a sudden he Googling shit. He ain't going 85 Googling shit on his iPad because you kindly said I'm not vaccinated. Fuck out of here.
You know how it started though, because like probably because they didn't have the mask, and then that was the next question because like it probably been like, oh, it's straight. Like I just assume y'all are vaccinated, right? And then they probably said some shit back like, oh no, we don't fuck with that.
Of course,
stuff. And then now we're driving fast and looking up stuff on our iPad because you told him that it's gonna strip you of all your xenochromins or something.
You know how fucking mad you got to be to pull your fucking iPad out the glove box on the freeway to Google some shit? He was mad as fuck, dog. At 3 a.m.?
Oh, hell yeah.
He was mad as shit. Oh, yeah. Nah, her and her man were on some nasty business. I don't like it.
And then I guess they said, like, how come you could just drop us at a gas station or something like that? One of the comments is like, you probably were safer getting dropped on the freeway in Atlanta than the gas station.
Facts. Oh my
that shit
God.
was funny though.
That's funny.
All right.
What would y'all do if an Uber driver just kicked you out on the freeway? Like, are you fighting? Are you fighting? You getting out the car? I'm not getting out the car.
It's GTA. We jacking that car down.
Yeah, you getting out with us if I'm getting out the car.
Yeah.
No, I think if someone was trying to do that to me, I'm assuming that there's something wrong with you, so I'm gonna just get out the car and get away from you because I probably don't want to stay in that car.
Blake, the nicest person ever. He's like, what the fuck? I couldn't have deserved this shit.
I can't match their crazy. Them asking someone to get out their ride share on the freeway, like no, I'm getting out the car.
Once
like,
once he pulled the iPad out, he's on a different type of time. You might as well get out.
God be with you, man. I'm beat these feet to the next exit.
I'm just imagining him having like the old school iPad Pro too, the big ass 12.9 inch one that's like the size of a fucking steering wheel, just pissed off, tapping away.
God. And I'm sure they would have had zero problem with him doing all this had they gotten to stay in the car. We'd have never heard about this.
Oh yeah, facts. Why did the news even cover this story? Who did they call the news?
That important.
I don't know. This is Atlanta's News 11 Alive. I don't know.
She had a call. She called. She tried to get Jesse. Like, yo, this man kicked me out on the freeway. Like, you can't call the cops. Like, so I got my car.
Here, another one of people tripping about masks in these COVID times. Like Jamal said, the shit's going crazy right now. But people are still out here.
That
bugging.
motherfucker is
here we go.
Kyrie Irving.
A Cape Coral man was spotted on a United Airlines flight masking up, but not with one of these. He actually was wearing underwear on his face.
This is Adam Jenny.
I wish I could screen share.
Asked,
Is it a
his
white
job.
Wearing his
Yep,
statement
yep.
piece, a bright red thong.
I
It's a
think
red.
the
There's
best
a red
way
thong
to
over his face.
illustrate
This is Adam
absurdity
talking.
is with absurdity.
Jenny says he's worn underwear as a mask.
So right now, she's letting you know from the jump, he's a warrior. He's battling for your personal freedoms with a red thong on his face on a United Airlines flight.
I have
What's
so
wrong
many
with people,
questions.
bro?
You think it was
Like, how
used,
do
or did he buy some underwear?
I don't know, man. It's a statement, anyways. It seems a little lazy.
Used underwear.
That's a thing, but we ain't doing Jamal. No.
Freaky ass.
Oh,
I heard Liz Kimber just selling used clothing items on her OnlyFans.
I have heard this.
Speaking of the pandemic,
Every single flight has been met with different
WNBA chicks ain't hitting like you think.
reactions from the
I
flight.
really got to
but
get to the
this
end of this
time
video so y'all
they
can hear
weren't
his
having
quote.
it.
I am banned from flying United, so much for the customer is always right.
He got
What?
Pray for Adam. He's banned from United. Pray for Adam.
The customer is never right. If you're a customer, you're fucking wrong.
Oh, that's the
I don't know
worst
who made up that phrase.
ever.
The customer's
That's the
always
worst
right.
ever. It's so stupid.
Yeah, they lied.
The customer union.
but what happened
Somebody sold a set of tires one time and they said that shit or something. Now it's just stuck around.
God.
after is what really surprised him.
People started just filing off.
He's
the
a
plane.
hero.
Maybe a dozen, something like that.
It happened after this guy questioned why Jenny got removed. Then he says others followed his lead.
Cap.
It's nonsense. It's all
Cap.
nonsense.
Look,
Dog,
man,
you're telling me that
this sounds
12
staged.
You telling me that 12 people got off a fucking airplane because someone else got kicked off?
You know, and it's some wild shit to get on an airplane after you boarded, right? Like, you can't just do that.
Bruh, nigga, yeah.
It's solidarity.
Hey, you fucking out of your mind? That's so full of shit. That's hilarious.
I think it's fake too, honestly.
Dog,
But I don't
yeah.
know, man. It's
real, bro.
on the news big time.
Does it say where he was flying from?
Cape Coral is in Florida, I imagine. I don't know where he was going, but this is
Okay.
out of Florida.
I was gonna guess Florida because it's always
All
Florida.
those people have to live within 10 minutes of the airport.
Yeah, no, because that's a big ass deal. You go through security and all that shit. You might have checked a bag. You're just gonna walk off. The man had panties on his face.
You
and
got
say,
somewhere
"Oh,
to be. If you're on a plane, you got
Yeah.
somewhere to be. You're not just like, oh, I'm gonna inconvenience everyone involved now to get off this plane to prove a point.
That is a
No.
fact. No one just travels gets on a plane without an idea of where they're going. Like, an
Yeah.
itinerary or something.
Like you probably spent some other money on like
A hotel,
I have
a
a
rent a
rental car
car.
lined up.
Yeah,
renting and
no.
all that shit, yeah.
This is bullshit.
Niggas
It's
just-
Florida though. It's Florida. I wouldn't be too surprised, honestly.
That's hilarious.
So here we go. Hold on. Y'all got it. The quote makes this at the end. Hold on.
Oh,
I'm gonna
God.
start the split through.
COVID doesn't know that we're at cruising altitude.
That ain't it.
Stupid. The whole thing is theater.
Even as COVID cases start to climb again and hospitals fill up across the country, Jenny is comparing himself to civil rights icons.
Everything
fuck.
else that has sparked change in this country has started from everyday people. Rosa Parks was nobody famous. She changed the course of history.
United Airlines says Jenny
All right.
White people are delusional, bro.
The only time white people care about critical race theory is to prove a point about how they're fucking dumb. Rosa Parks wouldn't have worn a mask because, what the fuck are you talking about?
Some people are desperate to be victims, of some shit like this. This man put red panties on his face, got kicked off an airplane for it, and then compared himself to Rosa Parks.
And
Like,
you gotta have,
and
you gotta have a
Can you
mask on to
imagine
get
that
through the
nigga
airport. So, I don't imagine TSA was like, "Are those underwear? Yeah, go ahead and go through."
There's
He
no
had to
way
have had a
did that through
he had a
TSA.
mask
He had to
on.
have a regular mask on.
Yeah.
He just probably tried to do that shit on the plane to be a dickhead.
Oh,
No, I mean, so from someone who just recently traveled,
Okay.
I think walking through the airport, you can wear a gaiter, right? Like a face gaiter, the sleeve thing, right? But then the
Yes.
airplane will tell you that you need you have to wear a gaiter or two gaiters or something with double layers, right?
Yeah.
So the airplane rules are different than the airport rules.
Yeah.
Both of them require you to have a face covering, though.
Maybe in the South, because at SeaTac, they were not playing about that shit. It was mask or leave.
Yeah, maybe.
But SeaTac different anyway. But still, yeah, that's hilarious. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I imagine Florida's probably like it was here. I
Probably,
think
yeah.
that's what they were doing here. That's nuts, though. I mean, that's going to be probably a lot of people getting talking to, because if he made it all the way to the plane with the panties on his face, He walked past a lot of people.
With the panties on his face. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Doug, I have so many questions now. Like, is that your wife's thong? Did you go buy some draws for this purpose? Like,
he said he bought it at the start of the pandemic. He's just been wearing them since then.
Cap, I don't believe that.
People are so fucking stupid, dude. Like,
Well, it's also Florida, so he probably hasn't been having to wear them a bunch.
True.
But when he's asked to wear them, that's what he pulls out.
I'm gonna spit on you. If I hey man, you know you gotta have your mouth and nose covered in the blank store. Oh yeah, I got my drawers right here. Fuck out of here, dude. I'm not helping you anymore.
It was just like a classic set, though.
All
right. So, question for y'all: $120,000. It's a lot of money, right? It's good sum of money.
I'm doing it.
Life-changing amount of money for all three of us, right?
Yep.
Yes.
I'm doing it. Whatever.
So
it
you'd
is.
be able to. You wouldn't be able to buy a house, but you could get like half a house. What'd you say?
I'm not doing anything like he just said, but
I said I'm doing it. It don't matter what it is.
it's okay.
You're doing whatever it is.
Whatever you're about to ask us, I'm doing it. $120K, I'm doing it.
So you would put heroin into your wife's cereal so she would die and you collect a life insurance policy for $120,000.
You're not gonna die off heroin just once.
Yo, you be asking the wildest questions I've ever heard. That you really found the one thing I wouldn't do. That's incredible. Wow.
That's what happened in Michigan.
Wait, oh, this is like real shit. Like,
What?
This is real. Yes.
Oh, dude, I thought you just made that up. I thought you were gonna say
No, this happened in 2014, but he just got the conviction just happened. Like
Wait,
his trial just happened.
Did his wife die?
Yes, and he remarried like I think like a year later or something.
For $120K?
It says 2 weeks after Christina's death, which was the dude's wife, another woman moved into the house.
That's a weak ass life insurance policy.
That is a low ass life insurance policy.
That doesn't sound that much, actually.
$120K?
That's what I'm saying. So like that's when 120K becomes like not a lot of money when it's for shit like this.
Wow.
Like,
Whoa.
a lot of money.
Hey, that's creative though. Put heroin in her cereal so it just looked like she OD'd with no track marks or some shit. Wow.
Oh my
Hey, that's low key. I see the video.
I want to say that I would taste if there was heroin in my cereal, but I also don't know what heroin tastes like. So I guess I could.
That would be the best cereal you ever have in your life.
Like,
bowl of tricks is buzzing.
Shit. I'm going back for seconds and thirds and shit. Yo, that's
like
a wild.
The dad on Friday suggested Craig use. You put that cereal in a bowl
and put some more. Yo, that's a wild fucking move.
I guess so. It says the medical examiner had classified Christina Harris's death in 2014 as an accidental overdose, but investigators subsequently alleged that it was a murder scheme hatched by Jason Harris at their Davidson home in Genesee County, Michigan. So basically, he was out. He was good and free for a minute. And it says indeed a sample of frozen breast milk showed no evidence of it, but I think they looked again and saw it.
Yo, I'd be so mad when they be letting people get away with crimes and shit. Because like Pooh Shiesty got caught because they looked up a serial number from an Instagram video. They found out that she wasn't using heroin by a sample of frozen breast milk. Like after an overdose, who's even thinking like, oh yeah, we need to go and like double check this?
He just froze like
just
a
like
oh
no, she didn't die.
shit, we done lost Tyrell to the abyss.
He's sounding like that opening cutscene of Cyberpunk.
Night City.
Nah, he just froze it on my screen too. It's fucking hilarious.
Mine too.
God damn it!
Oh shit, he looks like
he's about the free Pooh Shiesty.
That's hilarious. Then he started telling the truth.
Oh my god!
While Tyrell is frozen.
I promise you this: I'm gonna have to do some editing on this episode now because when this happened last time, it put everything out of sync.
Holy shit! You know what I was thinking about though?
Huh.
Since we were talking about COVID protocols, you see how like Kyrie's in COVID protocols now, which is hilarious.
Yes.
So does that mean does that mean if he tested positive for it or since he's like unvaccinated since he's been, I wonder if they kind of like put him in there just to, I wonder how that's working.
Because he was a close contact and he's unvaccinated? You think they threw him in?
That's what I was thinking.
I don't know. If they're still doing it that strict, I mean, they're going to be losing a lot of people, but you could be right.
Dude, also, they was probably like, damn, like, Kyrie wore 2, now he's wearing 11.
Look at you doing the math again. What's going on with you?
But he's worn 2 twice. So that's 4, 11, and 7. Wait, no, I fucked that math up. Never mind. Hold on.
I feel like my internet just robbed me of a great moment because I don't know how you got to that math.
It did.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Pooh Shicey's never getting out now because you didn't get your point off.
Oh my fucking
God. You had, man, you was right there too.
Yep. Damn shame.
It's like one of those time button presses for like a little mini button sequence on a game. All you had to do was just hit circle that right moment, and Pooh Shicey was out of there.
I pressed square on accident.
Yeah, it's over.
Wow. All right. I actually don't have Kyrie on here. I got a couple more NBA related type things though. We can get to that if that sounds good.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, it was good. Ain't nobody
all right, so
this shit down.
Yes. Oh yeah. I don't think they'll do it again. I think they're going to.
I think they're going to take like a 2-week break.
Nope.
I don't think so. I think they're going to do what the NFL just said they're going to do, where like they're laxing the testing because all you're doing is shooting yourself in the foot. They don't want to lose money like that again. They can't do that 2 years in a row. But Emoni Bates, he's at Memphis right now.
Yeah,
he's kind of struggling a little bit. Hold on, I gotta click this fucking link so I can read it. Okay. After a promising start to the season, Emoni Bates' progress on the offensive end has slowed some team gains into his first college basketball season. For those that don't know, this guy was getting like KD comparisons probably like 2 years ago. So
yeah, his sophomore year in high school. Yeah,
we've been here about him forever.
It's like freshman.
Yeah, he's 17 right now. He's 17 right now, and he reclassified to go to college earlier. So the 17-year-old Ypsilanti native and superstar Memphis freshman has struggled offensively as of late, which continued during the team's 92-78 win over number 6 Alabama on Tuesday. In his 10th game, Bates finished with 7 points on 1 of 7 shooting, with 3 turnovers to 1 assist.
God damn. And they won.
He played just, because he played just 15 minutes, so he wasn't holding him back. He did not play the final 14 minutes of the second half, even though he didn't play as much. Bates was still an active supporter on the sideline, is consistently cheering on his teammates. So in the first 3 games, he averaged 16 points on 58%. Since then, he's averaged 8.5 points on 29% shooting and 16% from the 3-point line, and recorded more turnovers and assists in the past 7 games.
If he's smart, he'll be like, "Hey, I got a foot injury. I'm shutting it down for the year." He's already
pack it up.
He's already going to be a top 5 draft pick, like off of name recognition alone. Don't fuck your stock up. Like, nothing he does there is going to matter.
His middle school tape.
What do you say, Jamal?
Off of his middle school tape we saw like 3 years ago.
Hell yeah.
Facts, yeah.
But check this out. Here's who they played their first 3 games of the year when he was hooping. Tennessee Tech, North Carolina Central. Shout out to them. That's a HBCU. They're like the best HBCU. In St. Louis.
Okay, so he was hooping against us. Got it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Hey.
He's 17 though, so it could turn around.
I was gonna say that's a little troubling, but
that's hella
like him reclassifying, like, oh, okay, like anything he does, kind of just gravy. Should have went to the G League.
Yeah, you kind of gotta just let him have that.
Yeah. Damn.
All right.
He reclassified.
Oh yeah, I remember Sada Baby all but guaranteed that nigga was going to Michigan State. He was like, "Fuck you, I'm out."
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was going there too.
I think he committed there initially, but Penny got that. Penny
Penny
and Deion running Tennessee, man.
Number 2 player, right? That Durham kid or whatever.
Oh, Jalen Duran,
Jackson Estates in Mississippi.
Not anymore. Not in this story.
Wait, who?
Okay,
nothing. Don't worry about it. Keep going.
Oh, so yeah, I thought Memphis got the number 2 guy too. Well, I know they got one or 2, right?
They did. They got Jalen Duran. Yeah. All right. Cavs are hooping.
They are.
I haven't seen that. Evan Mobley's favorite for rookie of the year at the moment.
Colin Sexton got put on ice and they took off.
Protocols now too.
Yeah. What'd you say, Jamal?
Evan Mobley's in COVID protocols now too.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he just got put in today or yesterday.
Yeah, he was today.
Yeah. But they're talking about Jared Allen and Garland both probably looking like all-stars this year. Kevin Love just came back firing too. He put up 23 on Monday.
Wow.
Ooh, nice.
Damn. Yep. All right. Anthony Davis for Evan Mobley. Straight up. Who says no? The Cavs?
Yeah.
God damn it.
Speaking of which, though, this is from Bill Simmons on Twitter. He said, "We're like 5 days away from the first unsubstantiated LeBron loves what he's seen from the young Cavaliers and might want to finish his career there story." Which is kind of scary because that might be true. So
I seen somebody say that yesterday too.
It wouldn't shock me. Bill better hope it. LeBron's just been chasing KD to keep whooping his ass. Goes to the East and wins it.
Yeah, it'd be a damn shame he went back there and won again.
It would be.
All right, we can talk about Deion though.
I could
My
see.
bad.
No,
Go
ahead.
ahead.
I could see
about
LeBron finishing it up in Cleveland just to like say he did it. That was a very unimportant point.
So panic button hit yet for the Lakers then? Because I'm getting close to it for the Knicks.
I won't hit the panic button because they keep like floating. Like they'll go on a little. I think we lost last night to the Timberwolves, but we were on a 3-game win streak before that. So it's like they keep winning games, but like I think the ceiling for this team is substantially lower. Especially like I've been complaining about. Like, have you heard Anthony Davis's name in a positive light this year at all from anyone? In any
no.
Like we can talk shit about Westbrook. I still don't like the trade. Like he's looked better, but like if Anthony Davis isn't going to be our second best player, there's no future for the team.
Everything that I've seen has said like Westbrook is like largely the reason why you guys remain competitive in most games because he's the only one that's doing like maximum effort.
He's doing his thing, like he's doing the Westbrook thing where it's like, oh, why did you take that jump shot? I don't like it. Why are you shooting 40%? But the motherfucker going like he gonna play hard as hell. Anthony Davis out there getting bullied by Cat did the fucking he too small. Like nah, absolutely not. It's
you did more than that.
Bro, we're not acting like Cat's a scrub.
No. Well, I'm not acting like he's a scrub, but like Cat is like baby Anthony Davis, and Anthony Davis kind of always sunned him his whole career. So Cat like whipping his ass now, and Anthony Davis like just being hurt all the time or just not playing well all the time. Like no. It's not looking good.
Hey, you guys are turning on Anthony Davis already. That's crazy. He brings you guys a championship and you guys are shit on him.
We're turning on him. We won a championship. That nigga started signing retirement papers. He does not look interested in playing basketball anymore. Like he just be out there just like, and you look at it like if you don't watch a game and you just look at the stat line, it's like, what are you talking about? Anthony Davis had 21-9. Like he had a fine game. It's like, no, watch the game. Motherfucker does not look like he wants to play basketball. Please. The fact that like I feel like the path to the Lakers like winning another championship after that first one, which like happens, like I thought this would have been the year that we would have been battling for a championship, like year 2 of LeBron and AD or whatever, or year 3 of LeBron and AD. But like LeBron needed to pass the torch to AD and like, oh yeah, I can come in and like do my thing. I can give you 25 and 12, but like AD gonna take over. AD's just like, no, I got LeBron. I'm just gonna sit here and kick it. Carmelo Anthony's really nice to play basketball with.
At least IT came up with dropped 19 his first game.
Bro, IT is the leading scorer off the bench in his first game as a Laker. Anthony Davis should be fucking disappointed.
Was interested in giving a little what for to Josh Okogie. Saw you want to see some extracurriculars out there. It's like I'm on a 10-day. I could fight you right now, losing nothing.
IT loves to fight, bro. Hey, Speaking of, nothing's funnier. I would just watch it the other day because every time IT comes up, somebody posts it. When him going in the fan or the stands to confront the fan that flipped him off, and he's like, he just said he wanted a Frosty. Yeah, but nah. Shout out to IT getting back in the league, and he looked like a bucket and shit with COVID beating our ass.
Hopefully he stays, man.
Yeah, hey, our team ain't good enough to just be cutting niggas. We can use him. I'd rather have him right now than Rondo.
Yeah,
like I get the knock like he's short and can't defend people and stuff like that, but it's like, dog, like you can't just leave a bucket like that at home. Home, maybe you have him on the bench. You don't play him all the time, but at home,
I'm a firm believer of like. I don't want to say a firm believer, but like they did the same thing with Melo. Like, oh, Melo, he can't do this or he can't do that. But it's like you see, as soon as you let him back in the league, he can do something. Like having someone who can contribute. Because there'll be games that you're going to lose where it's like, damn, if we just had a point guard who could have came in and gave us 12 points, we might have won this game. You have that. Why? Don't really make any sense to have him sitting at the crib
at all.
Yeah, so I'm happy.
We need him. Yeah, the Knicks need him. I like happily.
What are the Knicks? 12 and like 16 right now.
I think it might be 12 and 17.
Oh, sheesh.
But we were basically at this same point last year and still we're like a 4 seed. So
yeah,
it's not over. But the point is, like, you're supposed to improve year to year, not stagnate. And we can't really afford to stagnate the way the East is looking.
Is Kemba still out of the lineup for you guys?
Absolutely.
That's crazy.
He ain't coming back.
What a fall from grace. It was like, oh, hottest free agent. Who's going to get Kemba? God. Don't nobody want that nigga.
Yeah, Fournier been sucking too.
Yeah, but that's crazy. So that's kind of a good point.
Who
about
said that nigga suck?
All of us, everybody but Blake.
Oh, not all of us.
I've been on a multi-year campaign for Evan Fournier. I ain't gonna hide from
Nah,
it.
Blake has been championing
I'm a bit
Evan Fournier
disgusted.
since like 2013 somehow. Motherfucker was watching French AAU tapes.
Nah,
I'm a
Blake
bit
saw him
disgusted
hooping
right
in the, Blake saw Evan Fournier hooping in when they played the Olympics when they played the U.S. in the Olympics, where he was busting Kevin Durant's ass.
Nah,
That shit
I
was
think
translate.
I started liking him probably in
It was a while ago.
when he first got to Orlando.
Yeah.
Not Denver, Orlando.
It was a while ago,
yeah.
No, but
he would show some flashes here and there.
I think that
they had him and that Mario Hazonia nigga. I thought he was gonna be done.
Mario Hazonia.
He put up a lot of buckets on bad teams, so it's like you kind of got to take that for what it is. And I think I maybe got a bit too excited about that because his shooting number is really good for a long time. Like he's like well into the 40s for 3-point percentage. So it's like, hey man, it's solid shooting guard.
Mario Hazonia is good at basketball, but when he sees LeBron James on the other side, that motherfucker turns into prime Larry Bird, bro.
No. Super Mario's that guy, dog. He punched on Giannis and LeBron. Or no, he blocked LeBron for a game winner. I think this one was.
Yeah. It blocked it and it bounced off LeBron's forehead. Like, it was nasty business. But no, it's funny talking about Kemba like being out of the lineup. That's kind of the point with IT. Like Kemba ain't never played no kind of defense. He's not a great facilitator, but you keep him around because he's a bucket. He ain't that much bigger than IT, I'm sure, even though I'm sure he's like 6'2" versus 5'8".
It's the Fournier thing, though, man. Buckets on bad teams. It was him and Gerald Henderson out there for years.
But like, shit, if IT ain't got no excuse to be sitting at home if you're going to have another point guard who does the same thing but a little worse.
Yeah, man.
No, yeah, IT's different because he's buckets on good teams, not buckets on bad
IT
teams.
is a bucket everywhere. And you can talk about him being tiny and not playing defense, but he's liable to give you 35 at any point in time.
I think he averaged 31 or 31 year.
Yeah, that
at 5'9".
According to Paul George, his MVP year, because if you finish top 3 in MVP votes, you're an MVP.
Former MVP.
Hey, Paul George was hooping
there. It's just always Paul George was hooping this year, low key.
Absolutely,
yeah, he's still good, but that year he was hooping.
He said my MVP year. I spit my.
No, man, shout out to Isaiah Thomas, man. He looked pretty good, man.
Shout out to the crib.
A lot of niggas out here that claim to know him need they delinquent phone bills paid. So as soon as he start hooping, niggas start telling stories about how they knew him.
Down business, man. What the fuck you talking
about? That is
about?
absolutely the reason niggas post him so much because they're like, hey, I need to make sure he knows I was
big
there.
Bro.
Yeah,
you can't call a man big bro that doesn't know you. You can't do that.
Oh,
you can't be 6'8" and calling a nigga 5'8" that too. But still,
name a person from Tacoma who's not IT's cousin.
Yeah. Oh man, he out there. I remember one time when we was at the market. Yeah, all right. Tell that nigga to send you $45 right now, or don't mention his fucking name.
Yeah, cash app him for $5 request right now. See if he sends it.
Yes. A bunch of delinquent phone bills out here waiting for this nigga to get another contract. So shout out to him. Hopefully he gets Uber.
That's pissing me off because I feel like you're right. Like somebody is just like championing him to make sure.
I know niggas personally that be acting like they know him.
All right, we don't need to talk about your group chat. Move on for you can get beat up.
Did they know
just like random like people I've like grown up with like playing like from like Boys and Girls Club leagues
that you know don't really know him like that.
Yeah, like they might know him maybe kind of or know like some of his family, but like you can't text that nigga right now.
Hey, I don't blame him though. That's his common thing. You couldn't name anybody growing up that's like Marcus Trufant is now my best friend. Sir, he's 8 years older than you now. He's my best friend.
Your best friend.
Yeah, you a celebrity from here. You getting all the love.
Yep. People be dicky.
You know, IT scanned my ID at the YMCA one time, so we're basically blood brothers.
That's funny.
Shout out to the YMCA.
I can only tell you the truth, man. All right, man. So Deion Sanders and NIL. These two things are inseparable at the moment. Like you gotta talk about both when we talk about this story. Travis Hunter, he was the number 1 ranked recruit in the 2022 class. I think ESPN had him number 2, but fuck them for that. 24/7 Sports had him number 1.
On both sides of the ball.
Going with. On both sides of the ball, yeah. Cornerback and wide receiver. Big deal. On his signing day, he was committed to FSU, Florida State, and decommitted that day and got offered that day from Jackson State.
And he decommitted in great fashion. Motherfucker threw that FSU cap into the stands.
Who's that?
That's him right there.
Throwing the ball?
No, look at this.
God damn! Oh, wait, is that Graham Kapowski game on right now?
Yeah, that was against Graham
Oh
Kapowski.
no, he kicking the crib.
What?
He's kicking the crib's ass. First off, I did not realize Graham Kapowski was that nice at football to be like in national championship games on ESPN.
You know what's crazy?
His
Jesus
Christ.
I was reading his little his profile, his recruiting profile, 24/7 Sports. His school is a 7A.
Yep.
That shit looks crazy right now because they just put all the A's next to each other. It's hella kids.
Yeah, Texas and Florida and Georgia be having them like, yeah, we're a 9A school, which makes no sense to me.
Yeah,
you gonna build a second school in that city, bitch?
That's what I'm saying. You're stacking the deck.
Yeah.
The kids you guys are cutting could be competitive somewhere.
But to that point, they be doing like, you know how university places like, hey, we got one school you can go to. You're gonna play for our team forever, or like,
no, that's the way. That's Olympia too.
That's the way to go. Yeah, yep, that's the way to go.
If you want to, if you want to win as a team and like have success and stuff like that, that's probably for the better. Yep. Is that better for all the kids who like just trying to play high school football? Probably not.
But yeah, imagine if Tacoma didn't have 5 high schools for a city with 200,000 people. We had 2.
I may not have played football.
None of us in here would have seen the field ever. You'd have been a senior on
Jamal
C team.
Probably would have still made it.
Jamal would not.
Jamal probably would have still been in a rotation.
I like to think so.
No.
He got an offer. He probably would have still been in a rotation
he got
somewhere.
An offer from a school that had 3 black people.
I would have worked harder. I wouldn't have been joking around and skipping practice.
That's true.
Yeah, he had legit speed and got an offer. Like he probably would have made the field somewhere.
I'd have been playing harder.
All right, but back to the good football player we're talking about.
Yes. So Travis Hunter. So he committed to Jackson State, which is awesome because that's like something that has been a very big topic, I believe, like probably the last 2 years of getting these like top flight athletes to commit to HBCUs to try to change the culture there and bring those sports up to the level of like Power 5 schools and all that stuff.
Yes, sir.
A big part of this though is that name, image, and likeness the payment stuff in NCAA is now open for everything. So he got, I think it was like a $2 million deal from Barstool reported because he's gonna have a TV show while he's there, or a YouTube show because they don't have TV.
Yeah.
But that's part of him going there, and So what do y'all think about that?
I think
it's dope.
I think that's just fucking fantastic. Pay the kids for one.
Absolutely have to do it against FSU, but
I think that's hella tight, and like I think that's can speak to like I know Hugh Jackson just went to Grambling. You got Deion at Jackson State, so these schools getting these big name guys like they kind of throw that weight around a little bit more, get them these deals that they couldn't have got elsewhere.
Yeah,
I think that's awesome.
I agree. I think because right now NIL is in its infancy, and there's very little regulation on it.
Yep.
And I think this is going to be something that gets the ball and regulation started. Unfortunately,
but from who? Like who could regulate it? Because it's not like they're not getting money from the schools, so like or the NCAAs.
Because what's going to happen? So right now, this happened with believe Ohio State because they had a player sign at Ohio State and take an NIL deal for like $1.2 million, something like that.
Yeah.
What are you going to say?
You're talking about Quinn Ewers?
Yeah, the quarterback. And then he left after the first year to go to Texas. But it's because NIL deals, they can't be tied to your enrollment or like your performance or anything like that. The school can just literally just pay you and that's it. Like, but you don't have to sign anything with them that's promising you do anything. Yeah. Like as far as like that involves your enrollment at the school. So Travis Hunter right now, like if let's say he got all that money paid to him, the $2 million got paid, and he decides he actually still wants to go to Florida State. He just plays for Jackson State for 1 year, then leaves. I don't know. Like, I feel like businesses probably aren't going to be going for that because I can't imagine they're paying this money thinking that it's they're kind of like having a short stay with the player. Because ideally, like if a player is like NFL caliber, like you have like 3 years with them, right?
I feel like businesses, especially like how money hungry businesses really be, like I feel like smart businesses will kind of see that. Like I don't think. Maybe Barstool did like just give him $2 million up front, but I'm sure they're like, hey, this is not incentive based, but like, hey, every year you're here, we'll give you this amount, or every like whatever, because it's not attached to the school, so it's like, hey, your contract with us is we'll give you this amount much per month for X amount of time, and we can cancel whenever. Mm-hmm. So I would hope that it doesn't get regulated because I really feel like I know people were like leaning like, oh, Alabama's going to get everybody or Florida State's going to get everybody because they can pay the most or they got boosters that'll pay the most. But I think this really opens up competitive balance for a lot of schools. Like
Yeah, it definitely.
I know
helps out
once,
for sure.
like
Like
right,
top schools.
I think it
are
helps.
like
Yeah, I think it helps more than it hurts for sure.
Right when it started, I know Oregon State like put out this big thing about like they're building some shit on campus where you can like do all your filming, like any type of like NIL stuff you need to do, like media wise. They have that on campus. Like Oregon State ain't really competing for top athletes, but it's like, oh, I know if I go to this school, I'm for sure getting ticked because I'm at a shitty school. I'm for sure getting good money because I'm one of the few people that they're gonna pay. Like everybody's not getting name and likeness money. Name, image, likeness money. So I think this really opens up.
Be the research man.
Yeah, like Jackson State had zero chance of getting a player of this caliber. Obviously Deion being there like opens that up more, but like I'm sure $2 million was a big fucking shift in why he wants to go there. And yeah, like
absolutely,
the kid also deserves to get $2 million. If you're that good and you want me to come to the school, like take care of me and my people, and I'll come and play for you for 3 years, and then I'll go make my money. And Jackson State's going to make money fucking hand over fist because who's going to be on TV now? Like who's going to be actually be on ESPN, which they never would have been before.
They're going to be on ESPN, ESPN2,
ESPN the Ocho.
The reason I say it though is because the NCAA, as big as college football is, the money comes in from it because advertisers give the money to be on TV in front of these things. So if they don't like how the business is going on that side, that's where I feel like they'll complain to the NCAA. The NCAA will try to do something to tighten it up a little bit.
Yeah, you're probably right. I hope not.
The schools have zero involvement in these deals.
Even
What do you say?
Jimbo just said it because he was talking about like, well, people been getting money, it's just nobody saying anything about it. So
that's what I'm saying. It's like because now people or schools like a Jackson State can win.
Yeah. And I think that,
and by win, I mean win at recruiting. Like I think that is going to be something that gets Power 5 schools and businesses involved in Power 5 schools to complain and tighten this up because they were fine with the backroom bagmen, but now that it's on Front Street.
Hey, pony up, nigga. Like, hey, Texas Tech, we know you got the most fucking endowment of any school in the country. Start paying the kids. You don't got to worry about losing recruits. You start paying the kids. Simple as that. They paying these schools $10 million for coaches to go home. Like they're kicking people out of the fucking facility for giving them $10 million as like a severance package. Start paying the kids. You don't got to worry about that shit. And I think I'm excited. That shit's tight.
Yeah, I think it's dope. Shout out to him. That dude excels out there.
Yeah, I guess I wasn't trying to
for sure.
shit on him or that situation like that. I'm just talking about NILs in general.
Yeah, for sure.
And like how that may go in the near future.
The NCAA, they gonna see all these young niggas get money and niggas gonna be having spinner chains like it's 2002. They gonna try.
If I'm not mistaken, the NIL thing was like a Supreme Court decision. That was like their kind of like compromise for the NCAA not paying people. It's like, okay, you got to let these kids make money off their name. So like, you can take that shit to court, but you gonna take it to court and they're gonna be like, okay, well, we'll regulate this, but you got to pay them now. So maybe they will just leave it alone well, we got a conservative ass Supreme Court, so never mind.
If it involves money, I can't imagine them leaving it alone.
Yeah. But shit, I also can't imagine this can't be bad for the NCAA. Like having more schools that mean more means you're making more money on the back end anyway. Like you have one more school that's now like rising to prominence and making a name.
More schools.
That's a market that you were touching.
No, but it's still the thing of like if Travis Hunter let's say that he's the next Deion Sanders. If he's the next Deion Sanders at Florida State, that's more money than being the next Deion Sanders at Jackson.
Sure.
So they realize that. We all realize that. So
with how
and they're greedy as fuck because it took them a Supreme Court ruling to pay kids in the first place.
Also I think with how media is changing, like him having this show on Barstool, like this is obviously above our pay grade, which is 0. Like what are you doing? What is happening over there?
Stretching out my back.
Like him having a show on YouTube, like the NCAA find a way to like attach themselves to something like that and start making more money because like kids don't. College football is not necessarily marketed to kids, but I don't think kids really give a fuck about like sitting down on Saturday afternoon to watch Florida State football. But you can probably get some kids to like, oh, this kid that I've seen who's nice at football, who be on TikTok dancing, has a YouTube show that I'm going to go watch now, and that gets my eyes. So now I'll go watch him play because So I still feel like it can work out for everybody. I'm not saying it will. It can work out for everybody.
Yeah, you're being entirely too optimistic. You already know, like if he's the popular kid on TikTok, he's more popular at Florida State than Jackson State.
I don't know, man. Jackson State got Brittany Renner. Florida State didn't.
That's a fact. When Florida State's popping, because if I'm saying if both these teams are successful, it's magnitudes of difference.
You got a point. Yeah, no, for sure. Like
the Jackson State versus Alcorn State ain't hitting like Florida State versus Miami.
That's true.
But like I said, like I do love the NIL shit though because especially with that conversation of like top athletes going to HBCUs. It was always going to be a hard gap because you're asking a kid to basically like sacrifice for the greater good of others at the first chance that he has to like really reap rewards for like the talents that he has. But now it's like you don't really got to sacrifice like that when you can pick up. Not even going to be Travis Hunter, but not even going to get $2 million, but you can still pick up a bag and go to the HBCU and have that HBCU experience and help out the experience for others, all while still living your dream. You know, it's like, so I think is dope. It's available. I'm worried about the future
business.
of it.
Yeah, for sure. The NCAA has given us thousands of reasons to worry, so you're not wrong there.
Yeah. All right. Because I was doing that though, I looked at like the best recruits for each of the schools that we're all fans of. Me being UW, Tyrell LSU, Jamal FSU. Jamal, let me see. Who do you think the number one recruit like ever for Florida State is? And by me saying that, you know, like they have the 5-star ranking, right? Familiar with the star rating system?
Yeah.
But they also have like a rating number attached to that. So it's like, 1 is the best possible thing you can get, but like a really good player might be like 9999995 or something like that. That might be like his rating. I don't know how they get those numbers, but that's how they're ranked. So all these people are 5 stars, but who do you think is the number 1 for Florida State?
Do you have the answer?
Yeah, I've got the top 10 right here.
Is it somebody? Is it from the 2000s?
Class of 2003. I think that's when he was recruited. He played in the NFL.
Holy shit!
He played on the Lions in the NFL, but his retirement picture, I believe, is on the Cardinals here.
What was the question?
Oh, Anquan.
Oh, okay.
No. Anquan never played for the Lions.
And Anquan went to Florida State, didn't he? Or to Miami, didn't he?
Sorry.
No, Anquan went to Florida State.
What was the question? I missed my fucking.
I was asking if you know who the best recruit is for Florida State of all time.
Like the highest graded recruit that they got?
The highest graded. Not the most.
Was it Peter Warwick?
I was thinking Jameis.
No, it's neither of those. And this is since 2000. Let me reiterate that as well. This is when they started doing this.
You said he was a class.
So I'm going to read you the top. Yep. If y'all don't guess it, I'm going to read these.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, read them. Yeah.
So the number 1 is Ernie Sims, who's also like one of the greatest recruits of all time.
Wow. Okay.
Nigga, he was always like a 92 speed on man linebacker.
He has a perfect recruiting rating. He has a 1 5 stars.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember him.
Number 2, Mario Edwards. Number 3, Lorenzo Booker. Number 4, Cam Akers. Number 5, Derwin. Number 6, Travis Johnson, class of 2000, who also played for the Chargers. Do you know who that is, Tyrell?
No.
He's a defensive lineman.
Class of 2000. Yeah, that would have been like before I was really watching the team like that.
Okay, number 7, Chris Davis, played for the Titans. Number 8, Fred Rouse, class of 2005. I don't know who that is. Number 9, Carlos Williams, running back, played for the Bills.
He was nice.
Number 10, number 10, Myron Rolle.
I was about to ask where Myron's at.
God damn, Myron Rolle is 10. I thought James would be up there.
Myron Rolle's fucking nice.
Yeah,
I think
because
Jameis was a big.
Bucky Brooks said
was a big baseball dude. I feel like when he first got recruited.
Yeah, but I know like Bucky Brooks or somebody else said like because they've been running the Elite 11 stuff forever. They said, what was it? He said, Jameis, Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields, somebody else like the best quarterbacks they've ever seen come through and like work the Elite 11.
Jameis had the tools.
He did.
That's a damn fact.
It's funny to hear in that list though, like how many of those guys just like don't pan out, whether it be at college or in the league. Like how easy it is for these super high recruits to just be like regular once they get to the next level.
Yeah, no, for sure.
A lot of this stuff got to be like just pure athleticism. Sure. Like you talking about like looking at people in high school.
If that's the case, I guess this might have been before the class of 2000, but I've seen Darnell Dockett's highlight tape, and that motherfucker's the best athlete I've ever seen.
High school?
Have you not seen Darnell Dockett's high school highlights?
It looked like that clip on Loiter Squad where that one they were playing against the little kids.
Dude, Darnell Dockett in high school literally looked like Darnell Dockett in the NFL. Like he was the same size and speed, but playing against us. It was incredible. He went to Florida State, right? Didn't he go to Florida State?
Yeah, he went to Florida State.
Yeah.
All right, so this is UW now. Do y'all have an idea who number 1 is for UW? This is class of 2012. Played for the Panthers.
Oh, Shaq Thompson? Yeah, he's still there.
Yep.
Shaq Thompson was nice. I'm surprised Budda Baker wasn't the highest one.
He's not in the top.
I was thinking Jake
10.
Locker.
Wow.
Neither is Jake Locker.
Wow.
All right, number 2.
Top 10?
Nope. Number 2 is Reggie Williams, Jaguars.
I was going to ask.
Reggie Williams is nice. That sounds right.
Yep. Nathan Rhodes, who is offensive tackle, he's number 3. Okay. I don't know who that is. He class at 02. Sam Heward, who I think starts next year. Brock Heward's son. Damon Heward, or Brock or Damon Heward.
He's Damon Heward's son. Brock, Brock's nephew. UW fans are excited about him. That motherfucker looks nice.
He's a 5-star, man. He's the number 4 recruit of all time at UW right now, so it's pretty big. Matt Tuiasosopo, I think y'all remember that name from when we were kids. Yep. He ended up playing baseball.
There was like 8 there was hella Tuiasosopos.
They kept coming. They're like the wrestling Samoan family. It's got hell of them. Savell Smalls, who was a recruit at class of 2020.
That's a running back, right?
A linebacker. Okay. Maybe he played running back too, coming out of high school. I don't know. He just listed at linebacker here. Cavario's number 7.
The Cavario Middleton in high school was fucking fake. Holy shit.
Yeah, he was.
I tried to blindside him, and that nigga we were getting like blown out by like 50, and they're like, "Freshman, get on the field." I was like, all right,
they had him and Jermaine. Him and Jermaine Kearse was doing numbers on people.
Yeah,
Charles Frederick, class of 2001. He's number 8 wide receiver. Austin Safarian Jenkins, number 9, class of 2011. It's the only one I've played against on this list.
Shout out to the homie Jensen, because he had that nigga on L's for 4 quarters.
He's not in the league anymore, huh?
He is not. He was just at my place of employment a couple weeks ago, and he is the largest human you've ever seen.
Holy shit. I think his last team here listed as the Patriots. Casey Williams, number 10.
Dog.
Yep. Well, he's on the Jags too.
Casey Williams was such a disappointment at UW. In high school, I don't think I've ever seen a better wide receiver. We went and watched the Curtis versus Skyline game when they had Jake Heaps was their quarterback.
Yeah, Jake Heaps on ESPN Seattle now. He got a show.
Yep. Dude, Casey Williams wasn't hella fast. I think he ended up running like a 4.6. Uncoverable. Like his cuts were ridiculous. He jumped higher than anybody else on the field. They had Ramel, so obviously he probably was the best athlete out there. But it was absolutely incredible how good he was and did nothing.
Yeah. That's like probably just the baffling part to me is like seeing them on tape and seeing how good they were, then that just doesn't translate.
Yeah, it's
like how good are these people?
It's so crazy, bro. Hey,
even like Scott, because I think Scott might have been like probably like a 3-star or something like that, or 3 or 4. But it's like, what the hell did Ernie Sims look like in high school?
I'm so glad I got to play with Scott, because that really be my barometer for like what NFL talent looks like. Because when you played with Scott, it was like, oh, like this dude is just so much better than me. Like,
yeah, like
when Scott's not trying, he is better than me when he's just like fucking around on the field. So I'm like, okay, like it makes sense, like what the real good dudes be looking like. Like imagine playing like fucking Derrick Henry in high school, be like, okay, I played Ron Baines and he fucking went to Eastern, so I imagine Derrick Henry was 500 times better.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I would say that messed my brain up seeing like people like Baines or Roman before y'all got there. Like seeing
I saw Roman firsthand.
Yeah, like seeing what that looked like, and it's like that's not a D1 5-star.
Ron Baines, I will say to this day, I think Ron Baines was probably better than Scott. And the fact that he went to college and they were like, "Hey, we don't even want you to play running back." What?
That's what I think fucked up. They should have kept on offense, man.
I went to the East West Shrine like All-Star game, and he had 1 touch at running back. It's like this is the best running back I've ever seen in my life, and he can't get on the field at running back.
It was between him and Roman, dude. Like Roman was a senior
for sure. Yeah,
dog. When I tell you, like it was like he's outrunning you or he's running you to fuck over.
Nah, I remember
he had like 300 rushing yards like at half my freshman year.
I looked up where Roman was at, and they kept saying he was bouncing around because that motherfucker couldn't stay above a 2.0 GPA in community college.
Yeah, remember he got to Idaho at first. I don't know what happened after that.
He had a 1.9, and he went to a community college.
He was playing like JUCOs and stuff. He like I guess he got like fat and was out of shape, and he was like just dumb and lazy.
Oh yeah, you said that kind of loud. He can still find you.
Probably lives kind of close to you now.
I'm sure he lives in the same neighborhood as Jamal. You should relax.
I knew a chick that dated him in high school.
Don't say anything.
Yeah, that's a good story. Thank you. So, LSU.
Hey,
who's the number 1 recruit for LSU, Tyra?
Honestly, LSU has had so many good players. It's going to be kind of hard.
Leonard Fournette is number 1. Cut the shit.
No, I don't think Leonard's number 1 because it's since 2000. We've had some good ass players there.
Leonard Fournette is number 1. Is he number 1, Blake?
Is he really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
You saw what he looked like in high school. It was like a big fucking deal.
We did, but LSU's had a lot of good fucking players in the last 21 years.
They're like, "Yo, who's this bald old nigga running over?"
Okay,
all these
no,
kids?
I don't hate that though. I thought he was gonna say like Rohan
Fulham?
Davey or some shit.
I guess number 2.
No, so I'm gonna tell you. So, like I told y'all, they have the 5-star system, but then they have the actual like rating number. Leonard Fournette is the 0.9996. Number 2, Russell Shepard is a 0.9986.
I was gonna
so
give Russell Shepard. Dog.
Yeah,
talk about it.
I was gonna say Glenn Dorsey.
Dog, Russell Shepard is still in the league somehow. Like you just go on Madden and like go through random teams and Russell Shepard's been in the league for like 15 years because he's just a ridiculous athlete. I think he was the first player I've seen get. He was the first player I've seen get recruited as just athlete because he was like, yeah, he plays quarterback, running back, receiver, safety, corner, edge rusher if you need him to. Yeah, Russell Shepard was ridiculous.
Glenn Dorsey. I thought Glenn Dorsey would be too.
They're not really giving love to defensive linemen
and shit,
like
probably.
Oh, okay. Yeah, especially not interior ones. But I'm gonna read this. No, shit. Oh no.
They gotta have some better linebackers on there.
All right, I will say real quick though, we just lost our. We had DeColdest Crawford committed for the last 3 years, and he just left to go to Nebraska.
His name was DeColdest.
DE''Coldest.
Oh nah, he's destined for greatness. That's fucking hard.
I was so hyped when we got him because I think he's from Louisiana, but the dude, like his main recruiting guy, left with the last coaching staff, so he went to Nebraska.
Oh, I hate her. All right, number 2, Russell Shepard. Number 3, Derek Stingley. Number 4, Early Doucette.
Early Doucette
number
was
5,
a problem.
He was. He had a good little career too on the Cardinals. Yep. Number 5, Lel Collins. Number 6, Pat Pete. Number 7, Anthony Johnson, defensive lineman, played for the Jets. I wasn't familiar with him, so I'm reading that. Number 8, Eric Gilbert, who just committed. He's class of 2020.
Okay.
Number 9, you see, y'all gotta remember this name. Ryan Perrilloux, quarterback.
Oh, yeah.
He went to the Giants.
Perrilloux spelled with an X, right?
Yep. Yeah. Bayou Perrilloux type of thing. Number 10, Ruben Randall.
Ruben Randall was kind of, he was with the Giants for a little minute. He was kind of nice. Hey, I will say all that to say
Devin White or no Glenn Dorsey?
Dog.
No Glenn Dorsey.
That's why I was like, I don't know who's going to be number 1 because LSU's had a lot of good fucking recruits. And I'll still say the best player they had on campus was Tyrann Mathieu. I think he was like a 3-star, and that motherfucker was fake.
Yeah, because he's a football player. Yep. Like he probably could have done fine on offense and found a way for him. But so Glenn Dorsey's not in the top 25. I just scrolled all the way down.
Holy shit.
Terrence Tolliver is number 11, and Swagoo, the big Swagoo, Marcus Spears, number 12.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Yep. Hey, if you, I know you guys don't be watching LSU like that, but I'm positive. So they've had, I think, 6 wide receivers whose last name is Tolliver, and they've had like 4 or 5 wide receivers whose last name are Mitchell. I'm absolutely positive they have like a factory where they're just like producing kids, and they're like, yeah, name them Tolliver, because we had like Terrence Tolliver, Michael Tolliver, like all these different like family members that also never played at the same time. It's incredible.
So here's the top 10 all-time recruits in order. This is just in general from 24/7 Sports. Number 1, Javian Clowney, and I think this is a 4-way tie for one because they all have a 1,000 rating.
Is number 2 Julio?
No. No.
Terrell Pryor.
Number 2's Robert Kimdichie.
Dog, Robert Kimdichie coming out was nasty. Did nothing in the league. Nothing in the league.
I think he's still in, matter of fact.
Is he?
Yeah, I just saw him pop up like on a Hard Knocks or some shit.
Oh,
like I'm pretty sure he's still
playing for the Colts or something.
Yeah. Number 3, Rashawn Gary. Number 4, Vince Young. So all the people are basically tied for 1 because they all have perfect ratings.
Vince Young?
Yep, Vince Young has a perfect rating too.
Holy shit.
Number 5, Ernie Sims, we talked about. Number 6, Ronald Powell, who I don't know anything he did. He was class of 2010 at Florida. I don't know what the hell happened to him.
Robert Kimdichie plays for the Seahawks.
Okay, the Seahawks. I know I've seen it pop up somewhere. Number 7 is Trevor Lawrence. Number 8, Dorial Green Beckham. Fucking fake.
Dog. I remember I think I played Shakur in NCAA one time, and I was like, why are you picking Missouri? They don't got anybody. Who is this 6 foot?
Because they had a fast ass quarterback.
Hell yeah.
Number 9, Justin Fields. Number 10 is DJ Williams, who I think was the linebacker who played for the Cardinals for a while.
That sounds right.
I want to say
or Broncos. I know
Broncos? It was the Broncos. Yeah, it was the Broncos. Yeah.
They do be talking about how like
Miami.
how Trevor and Justin Fields, like from the time they were like 9 years old, just battled it out because they were both from northern Georgia, these random little cities. Just two of the best quarterbacks of all time somehow.
Yep. And they're about to be doing the same thing in the league for a minute, it looks like.
One of them played for the Jaguars, so probably not.
Speaking of the Jaguars, man.
Thank you.
Oh, wow. Nah, don't play
Urban Meyer.
I don't know what I'm gonna do.
You gotta play that R.I.P. Bozo song.
I don't know that one. Let me get you.
Shakur.
Does that have words?
Shakur, please.
I think it's a Nav song or some shit like that. I've only seen like the clip for the Nah, yeah, get Urban Meyer.
Wait.
I
smoke.
Urban. Shad Khan.
I need somebody to go back because I think Shakur. We asked him how long he was gonna last. I don't remember how long he said originally, but I think it was less.
About to pop a bottle from my guy Shakur, man. He finally out of misery. Woo! How you feel, man?
Man, he was just, man, you see all these stories, it's like, bro, this motherfucker so unprofessional and not ready, bro. Like, he's just, man, he's a fucking dickhead. Like, then I seen another story that came out where like him and he got into it with Marvin Jones and like he said he was gonna leave it at that, but like they handled it like men. I'm like,
what does that mean?
He handled it like men.
Marvin Jones was getting ready to put paws and feet and tap dance on that nigga, but he probably threatened to call the police on him.
Yeah, they said Marvin Jones left the facility. Somebody had to call him and convince him to come back.
He's killing his coaches, but it's like the staff he assembled, like just so unprofessional, and it's just like, dude, this dude's a fucking cancer, man, and it's just terrible. I'm glad he's out of there.
He was like
we still suck ass, and our talent, our roster is devoid of talent. It all starts with the top, man. I do think our owner fucking stinks, and I hope he goes bankrupt sometime and has to sell the team.
This is a good moment, though, man.
Like
this is a moment of happiness. Y'all have hit the bottom. It's
bullshit.
up now.
Yeah, no bullshit. I do think I think we play inspired and getting that cancerous tumor off our team. I think we beat the Texans this week. I think it's a get right game.
Have you guys ever seen a coaching situation that bad?
Robinson's about to ball the fuck out.
No, this is the worst. He's the worst NFL coach of all time.
We've had a worse record than this, but this is definitely, I feel like the team's been the worst because we've just looked terrible and uninspired.
They broke it down this week. This is the worst NFL coach of all time. Because I think.
Oh, go ahead.
Let me give this little hot take. Not even hot take. I watched the fucking Jim Rome clip this week. He has a YouTube show. I didn't know he still does media.
Same.
Was it him or Chris Sims? But they were talking about because Bobby Petrino is the one that always gets brought up in comparison to Urban for leaving like this. But the thing that happened with Bobby Petrino was Mike Vick got arrested.
Yeah,
his first year. So he took that job thinking he had Mike Vick, and then he up and left the first summer after that. It wasn't this. Urban got fired 13 games into his first year.
And and if we're being real, he should have been fired sooner.
Should have. It was only they had a scapegoat to get him out of there with the kicking thing. Yeah. That was it. Yep. But he was probably going to be gone after the season was done.
I've never seen a situation where from the jump, I don't think any Jags fans were excited. Obviously people start talking themselves into it, but nobody was excited about this happening. But from the day he walked in, it was this isn't going to work. He brought in the racist coach. He brought in Tebow. It was oh yeah, this isn't going to work. And it
I said that, man.
It got worse.
I told you I was not excited.
Doug, he hired the racist coach. I'm wow, he really hit rock bottom out the gate. It got worse.
And then he signed Tebow. I'm yo, this nigga's doing the opposite.
Yeah.
And they're saying he's probably not gonna coach again, period. And he's one of the greatest college coaches of all time. But it's you can't get another coach.
I find that hard to believe. I think a college will sign. It might not be a good college. Somebody's gonna pick him up.
It's gonna be a smaller school, and then he's gonna try to rebuild them.
Yeah.
It could be. Somebody said because he really wasn't in coaching prior to this. He was doing TV shit, and they were even that's probably cut for him. He might.
Yeah.
They said a sports book or something might hire him to be their on air personality for talking about college. And even that, not for talking.
Even that might be kind of hard because he was already not very well liked before, but his reputation is fucked after this. Every week it was something different about oh yeah, he's just a shit person. He's a shit coach. Nah, it's up for him.
Yeah, man. That shit works in college, man. But then it's Like, man, like you got this
How did it
powerful
work
institution
there,
behind
though?
you. Like, you're like you
Power.
got this like man, he used to coach Ohio State. He's doing great. Like, dog, but they got that Ohio State name, and like these big programs, they put players in the league like time and time again, no matter who the coach is.
Hey,
so it's like
that's a great point because you remember his first year there, they had those sanctions there, so they couldn't go to a bowl game, and then like he still won 10 games, and they started going to bowl games again. It's like, well, yeah, he got fucking Joey Bosa and Ezekiel Elliott and fucking Cardale Jones to come to the
like,
school.
dude, like those are that was one of like the most loaded teams. Like, yeah, niggas just still want to go to that school and play.
Yeah, I think like
other than that,
Urban can
FSU.
hop on a train that's running, but he can't run a train.
That's a good point.
He can hop on a train that's running and keep the train running, but he can't run the train.
I think Urban can run a train. Actually, I think he's well versed in trains.
All right, that video popped back up this week too because all the shit that's going on, and like I rewatched it with like closer eyes this time, and I was like, damn, this man really like had no shame. Like,
I'm gonna stick my thumb in a butt.
That's what he was on for real.
It's a 60-year-old man just in a bar.
All right, so Shakur, like, what's the vibe? Like, obviously, so Darrell Bevel's the interim coach. I'm sure you don't want him long term. What do you think the move is?
Nah, but I'm very curious as to see like what our offense looks like because like even like I watched a press conference of him talking and he was kind of like some people kind of like reporters were like kind of making a few jokes and he was talking about like how like the offense is going to be a little different from what we've seen and I'm curious. I'm not the biggest Darrell Bevel fan, but
sure.
It's only up from here, so I'm curious though.
He stomped his feet saying James Robinson's RB1 and we're going to use him like RB1. So that's a plus.
James Robinson's getting at least 20 touches.
Yeah, that's a plus already.
We had a coach get fired for like using slurs via email, and the guy that brought him in or came in after him and the quarterback were both like, "Hey man, like we fuck with him, but like shit had to happen. He had to go." Trevor Lawrence came out and was like, I really feel like the locker room can like focus on football now and like have a good time and be stress free. Like Trevor Lawrence came into the worst situation possible.
Yeah, man,
it's pretty bad.
It's crazy, Doug. Yeah, James Robinson getting like 6 carries a week is disgusting.
Dude,
right, happy
like,
days going
there was
forward.
like a 4 or 5 week stretch where like he was averaging like 80 yards and like a touchdown. He was killing in fantasy at the beginning of the year.
Sounds right.
And he had his like what was it? PFF tweeted he's had 600 or something like career carries without a single fumble in the NFL. Literally right after he had his first fumble.
Yep.
And he's like, oh well, fuck you. We're giving Carlos Hyde all the touches in 2021. But, hey man, for Urban Meyer, I hope his life sucks. I did see somewhere like they're not going to pay out the rest of his contract.
Thank God.
Yeah, I saw that today. Like, as a tweet from NFL and ESPN, I believe they were like, they fired him with the intention of not paying him the rest of this. So
I hope he don't get none of that shit. Fuck Shaq Condon. I hope he loses some money somehow because he needs to learn. He needs to pay for his sins.
So Urban Meyer's daughter, did you see this, Shakur?
Oh yeah, I saw that. Fuck that bitch.
Oh no! Wait, what happened?
She went on a little Instagram story tirade. She put out, the spirit of the enemy is in full force battle mode in this world and in people. This is war. But like I said, we all know who wins in the end with prayer hands and a cross. And then the next one said, the enemy, aka the world, really doesn't want to see good people win. And you can argue whether my dad is a good person or not based on what you see in the media. In parentheses again, super reliable source of info, as we know. And then out of parentheses, anyone who truly knows us knows how incredible he is as a person. And the world hates any platform we have, so he's going to create chaos to destroy it. Little does he know, he's making it stronger. It's not over. Keep watching. She's implying that
tell me you're a Trump supporter without telling me you're a Trump supporter. Holy shit.
She used a lot of their dog whistles and catchphrases.
That sounded like a QAnon rant. She was just talking about her dad.
I think the big media Nancy is out to get him.
It's wild too, because like Urban Meyer wasn't like some media spin. Like all the stuff he does is like fairly public. Like his fuck ups have been fairly public. Him lying about his health has been very public. Like you don't.
The liberals fired Urban Meyer. I'm gonna say it here first, man.
Yeah, dog. No,
it's all them. They didn't like him putting his thumb up that woman's booty in Ohio.
Like what are you talking about? The media. Yeah, your dad like try to fucking find his keys in somebody's ass. The fuck?
Yeah. He was wild. He was so
and kicked Josh Lambo.
That picture is hilarious. So that's an all-time like drunk.
Did the media tell us that he kicked a player and said I'm the head ball coach? Who the fuck in the NFL is saying I'm the head ball coach?
This nigga sabotaged one of the 5 best players on his team.
You got caught sticking your finger in somebody's butt and you threw your quarterback under the bus. No.
Saying, man.
Nah.
Again, congrats, Shakur.
Yeah.
Proud of you, man.
I'm happy for you, bro.
I don't know what you had to do with this, but I'm proud of you. I look forward to being able to talk Jaguars football with you and you being like actually excited about
Blake,
it.
does this change your stance on Trevor Lawrence at all? Like, kind of seeing how problematic the situation was?
I kind of said some of that last week that like I think I was a bit harsh on him.
Man. Like it's just such a terrible and toxic environment. And then like, man, like they got shit, just horse shit around them, and it's just like yeah, he's had some flashes, but a lot of that shit's been looking bad, and I don't know. Hopefully, it just looks better.
So like you were saying, Tyrell, like I said some of that last week that like his performance this year has definitely been hampered by the coaching staff there and the lack of somebody to correct him on mistakes when he makes the mistakes. However, I still do feel. I mean, I feel like he probably has the highest talent potential or just natural talent in this quarterback class.
Yeah.
Whether or not he ever reaches it is another thing, just because
the team, man, like you gotta have like the front. It starts with the front office, and you gotta put the
they got some hires to make here now, and it's like you don't know like if you're going to get the Kyle Shanahan, the Josh McDaniels, or whoever the hell is like going to help Trevor progress. Like you need to make some right choices, and they got to be really right because you're going to mess this shit up. You don't want it to be like Alex Smith, where like he finally starts hitting what he's supposed to hit like in year 8.
Yeah. Like
you don't get to year 8 now.
My man's they was talking about Josh McDaniels, Byron Leftwich.
I fuck with the Byron Leftwich one, but I do feel like bringing in an experienced coach might be the move. But I don't know what experienced good.
Yeah, see, I kind of want an experienced coach too. That's why, dude. Low key, like somebody said this, I was like, I kind of like it a lot too. And he's black. Jim Caldwell, man. Like Jim
is
Caldwell,
he ready to come back?
Quarterbacks.
I can't imagine. I haven't heard anything from him since he got fired, but I can't imagine he don't want to coach again.
Yeah, like man, the last time the Lions were respectable and going to the playoffs, he was their coach. Like they fired him when they went
9-7.
They went 9-7.
They
he deserves better than that, dog. I'm not gonna hold you. He deserves better than that. Not to.
Yeah, he got hold. Like they weren't bad. They were like a respectable.
I'm saying
he deserves better than the
his
Jags.
job pack should not be the Jaguars.
Dog, hey, fun fact though, Jim Caldwell got fired after going 9-7, and they haven't won 9 games since. Like in the entirety of the time since he's been gone. I think it's been 4 years now, 5 years.
Yeah, he got hold.
Yeah, but he does deserve better than the Jags.
Nah, man, come get no state income tax, baby.
Hey,
do it.
Doug Peterson's available. That might be the move. The Super Bowl coach.
I'll take him.
Yeah.
That honestly might not be horrible, to be honest.
Nah,
like
you got a QB guy.
Be the worst.
I don't think he's a terrible coach.
Yeah. And I don't know who's still available out of college. Like, are the big names there? But it's like
at this point, college coach. Fuck that.
Well, you know, like what's his name? The dude on the Cardinals. He was a college coach.
Cliff Kingsbury.
Yeah, that's a college coach. Like. Yeah. You don't got to get like the college legend coaches. Like, don't get another person from the tier of Urban Meyer who's like entrenched in doing things the college way, but get someone like young who's just been a footballer or whatever.
Lane Kiffin is right down the street. Just saying.
No,
he's different now.
Is he? Is he?
I don't know, bro. I'm not fucking with it.
He stunk it up in the league before, but I mean, so did Pete Carroll, and he came back.
No, but speaking of deserve better, he went to the Raiders and stunk it up. You go to the Jags, you're probably going to stink it up. So yeah, he probably shouldn't go there.
Oh my God. Yeah, y'all need a lot of things right all in one swoop. And I think that, like you said, it starts from the top with an owner that really cares and wants to get this thing swinging in the right direction.
I think the owner's shown that like he's willing to spend money. He's just kind of
he's dumb.
He doesn't fire people when they need to be fired. He's had some Yeah. Cause like I know we're getting like a new state of the art like training facility and like they're investing in stuff like the stadium. So he's willing to spend the money. Bro, you just gotta hire the right people, bro. Nigga's literally making the worst fucking hire.
Somebody pulled up a clip of the press conference where they introduced Urban Meyer, and they're like, the dude's like, hey, you know, you've been through 5 coaching staffs or 5 like regime changes in the last like 8 years. Like, what's going to be different about this one? He's like, well, this time I got it right. He couldn't have been wronger.
One of the first things Urban Meyer did that I did not like was when he got there and he immediately let Keenan McCardell go as a receivers coach. Yep. So like, dude, like he's like a fucking
come on.
Like, and then like other players like rave about like how good he is and like as a coach now he's helped them.
Even that you got to keep that guy like that around to help you like learn the team and learn the community. Yeah, like, why would you in him?
Dude, like the city and stuff, and that just looks good on your part. Like, hey, I'm keeping like a team legend Guy that's like beloved by the city. He's like, nope, letting them go. We're gonna hire some random nigga that worked at Staples 2 years ago to coach receivers now. So,
what if they say Mark Brunell wants to come back and be y'all coach?
I don't know. Can he coach? I know that nigga be
I
doing
don't know.
car commercials out there.
Hey,
he's a Jag though.
Let him start as a QB
Hey,
coach.
he was doing like ESPN TV stuff though. So like I don't know. Like I'm pretty sure he's a
quarterback.
Smart guy.
He's an NFL quarterback who played some years now. He could probably tell Trevor a thing or two.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sure. Hey, fuck it.
Actually, you know what? Now that I say that out loud and apply that to Byron Leftwich, I don't hate that hire nearly as much as well. I was kind of getting Byron Leftwich's playing career caught up with his ability to coach, but that does not really matter at all.
Yeah, it doesn't, man.
I really feel like
and I think he's learning a lot, like being on that Tampa staff too, with
Tom Brady,
with my man
absolutely,
I really feel like the worse on-field quarterback you are, the better you are off-field. Like all these, like the QB school that you send us, like Chris Sims shit, like these dudes who kind of be spot on with like the quarterback coach and stuff. They usually fucking suck, but they spent so much time around players who are actually good or spent so much time in the league that they like know what they're looking at.
Dude, like I love Dan Orlovsky's like analysis and stuff on ESPN and TV. Like I think Dan Orlovsky's really good on TV. And like,
NFL Live is like criminally good for it being on in the middle of the fucking day like that.
Like, and if they really hit with that cast, they did a really good job.
Yeah.
All the good people that are like good at like talking about like the sports from a playing standpoint, like they be on like random ass hours. Like I like hearing Tim Legler talk about the NBA, but that nigga be on at like 2 a.m.
Scott Van Pelt brings him back for the third run of Midnight Sports Center.
Like all they want to do, like they just have like the R.I.P. Bozo Rachel Nichols, but they had her show during the day. They just want to do all the gossipy shit with like her and Kendrick Perkins and all that shit. Like, nah, man, like do some actual breakdown and like some analysis. I want to hear the Tim Legler
That's
shit.
what that people don't want to watch that though. People don't care about that shit.
Yeah, no, they want to. Yeah.
Unfortunately,
I haven't seen Rachel Nichols in forever. Is she like done at ESPN now?
No, she can't get another job at the moment. Not because no one will hire her, but I think she's still under a contract with ESPN, so she has to let that expire. Then I think she has like a year of like no compete or some shit like that. Which at that point she can go wherever.
She about to turn heel. She about to go to Barstool NBA.
She about to go to.
I think she's probably just gonna go to Fox Sports. Honestly,
yeah, I'll probably go to Fox.
She's gonna go to OAN.
She gonna be on a show with her and Whitlock about to have a show.
I don't think that because that like I get what you're doing. That's funny, but like that really wasn't her. Like
no,
that's not. It's just
funny. Stepped over for a job.
She was kind of hating on Maria Taylor though. Shout out to Maria Taylor.
She got told she was going to do the job, and they told her they were going to pull her at the last minute because of what was going on. Like, and then the complaint got recorded and released.
Anthony Davis is going to miss 4 weeks with an MCL sprain.
Shout out to recording people on some bullshit. I'm pro recording people. Don't record me. But I don't be on bullshit, so.
Oh my god.
Shout out.
All right. So I had some text copied here from yesterday about the COVID situation in the NFL. And it's still sort of relevant, but things have changed so much in the last 24 hours, mainly with the NBA. We kind of talked about it earlier. I can still read this. Actually, I think I still will. So it starts with talking about the Browns and moves on to the Rams and then ends with the Washington football team. So Cleveland has seen a significant amount of positive COVID-19 cases since it last took the field Sunday, with more than 20 players currently on the reserved COVID-19 list. Backup quarterback Case Keenum joined starter Baker Mayfield on the list after testing positive Thursday. Nick Mullenswil will start for the Browns if neither Mayfield or Keenum can return from the reserve COVID-19 list in time for a game that will now take place Monday. Head coach Kevin Stefanski and running backs coach Ryan Cordell are also currently available because of COVID-19. Were you about to say something, Tyrell?
Nick Mullins is one of the best quarterbacks I've ever seen. That's it.
I feel like this is the week I could come up on a parlay, bro.
It's not.
I'm telling you, bro.
It is. It ain't gonna be the crazy one though, because if you bet the Eagles, whoever's playing the Browns, and then let's see, is any other quarterback out?
The Raiders are playing the Browns. No, I don't think there's any other quarterbacks.
With no quarterback. Okay, those two, then maybe like another easy win. You definitely get your money back.
I feel it.
But I know they locked the you couldn't bet on the Browns Raiders game for a little minute, so you might still not be able to.
They probably had to change the odds.
For sure.
You probably can now. It's just not as favorable.
Yeah, not nearly.
All right, the next one. The Los Angeles Rams are also dealing with significant COVID-19 outbreak, placing 9 players on the reserve COVID-19 list on Thursday to bring their total of players on the list to 21, with 4 more on the practice squad reserve COVID-19 list. Linebacker Vaughn Miller was the most notable addition Thursday. LA then added 4 more players to the COVID list Friday. Cornerback Jalen Ramsey missed Monday night's win over the Cardinals due to a positive test. Receiver Odell Beckham landed on the list Tuesday. So potentially the best team in football, if not the second best team in football, is hurting. But definitely top 3 team in football.
Yeah.
I think.
And now they play on Tuesday, right? They play Seattle on Tuesday.
Is they one of the teams? Yeah, they are one of the teams that got pushed to Tuesday. Yeah. That's something I didn't have on here because that happened at the end of yesterday, I believe, or today.
Yeah.
This morning.
It's nasty business.
Washington quarterback Taylor Heineke ended up on reserve COVID-19 list Friday following a positive test. Backup Kyle Allen is already on the reserve COVID-19 list, prompting Washington to sign Garrett Gilbert off the Patriots practice squad. Washington also signed Jordan Te'amu to the practice squad this week, where he joined Kyle Schumer, the expected starter if Heineke and Allen are unable to play Tuesday. The football team currently has more than 20 players in COVID-19 protocol. Yeah, it's bad.
So that's 60 players between the 3 teams you just mentioned that are on the COVID list.
Yeah.
And they're just like,
yeah.
And the NFL's like, okay, but what if we stop testing people, though? You can't get sick if we don't.
They ain't wrong. You got to do this. You stop testing them.
And they said they're going to do random tests, which I feel like makes it like you're going to let a nigga walk in who has COVID, but you're going to test the person behind him who doesn't have it and be like, oh, yeah, we're good. We're clean. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
I know. Like you said, you have a bad game, you getting COVID tested, bud.
Mason Crosby catch that ball. 12 kicks again. He's getting tested.
They about to call us just to fill out a roster spot.
Niggas about to be like,
Lamar throws 4 picks and he's getting COVID tested.
Yo, I got popped for COVID. Sorry, fam. Wow. That's incredible.
And they did some bullshit to the Browns too, because I guess they let them practice.
Yep.
And then they tested them after practice, but they didn't test them before practice.
Dumb. Yeah.
It's like
Baker Mayfield went off on Twitter about that.
Yep.
Yeah. I feel like the country just need to like go back on a shutdown. I feel like there's a 0% chance that ever happens again. But it's like
nobody wants that.
Omicron and nobody. You know the picture of the Bloods and the Crips, they holding up the 2 flags tied together. That's Omicron and Delta just beating the fuck out of the country right now. And people keep doing the like, oh, it's not that bad. Like these athletes are like, I think Joel Embiid was like, at points I didn't know if I was gonna make it because it was so bad. That motherfucker he was out for like 3 weeks. Touch. Dog, like COVID really kicking people out. I was with one of my boys last night. He said when he got COVID, he had a fucking full body rash for 8 weeks. Like I didn't even know that was a thing.
What? You know COVID.
No.
He has some other shit.
They said that COVID gives you rashes and COVID toe. That's the same thing.
Hey, y'all remember when that safety blamed Ron Rivera for having cancer remember that?
What? Hold on. What?
No.
He's like, yo, it's your fault you have cancer. You don't remember that shit?
That sounds like that sounds like a Larry Johnson take.
No, what a statement to say to somebody.
Do you remember that?
No.
He was talking about, oh man, some of my guys need to get vaccinated and I'm at risk. And then he played safety for Tampa and the Broncos when the Broncos won the Super Bowl. He was like, hey man, we can do whatever we want with our bodies. Don't blame us for you having cancer and how you used to live your life or some shit like that. You don't remember
Tracy
that?
Porter tripping. No, definitely not.
Y'all don't remember that? God damn it. I'm going to find it now. It's fucking wild.
That's a wild take.
Y'all keep going.
Nah, but yeah, they just need to go ahead and shut this shit down for a few weeks, but there's 0% chance that they will.
I don't want them to. That might be the right option, but like I hope that they don't do that because
TJ Ward.
Oh,
he said that.
I do remember that. Yeah, I think you talked about that on here. Now that you mention it.
No, that period at the start of 2020 when we didn't have sports was a fucking dark time. I don't want to go back.
He said, "Just park the riverboat. His health is beyond that of COVID. Maybe it's just time to let go. Don't blame the players for your lifelong health decisions."
When was this?
Nigga, it was this year.
Yeah, but say
give me a date. If that was
okay, so it said this article was posted July 28th, 2021.
Yeah, but say Shakur talked about that.
Yeah.
See, if that was like April 2020, I'd be like, all right, you didn't know what he was saying.
Yeah, nope. I think at any point blaming people for getting cancer probably not the vibes. He said your lifelong health choices.
If somebody was smoking cigarettes their whole entire life and then cancer was kicking their ass at 65,
forever. That's why
he had leukemia. It's not like something you did.
I'm just saying. All he said was he had cancer. He didn't say what kind of cancer.
He absolutely did. He said what kind of cancer he had.
But I'm my hypothetical. That's
Blake,
what I'm talking
why
about.
Why are you defending cancer blamers? What is happening right now?
And it low key could be Ron Rivera's fault why he had cancer.
All right.
That's just what TJ Ward was trying to say.
All right.
I'm just saying, man. I don't know. Maybe TJ Ward was on to something. All right. So nobody see where TJ Ward's coming from? Like, you tell that nigga, hey, man, you got cancer. That's on you. Tell the nigga that is wild.
You're going to have to hold that one, son.
Yeah. We don't want to take the vaccine just because you got cancer, nigga. Maybe it's time to let the boat go. That's insane. Nigga said, let the boat go.
He said, park the riverboat.
Yeah. Nigga, that's insane, bro. Like, I know this was like 4 or 5 months ago, but that's fucking insane, bro. Shout out to TJ Ward, man. That's a wild nigga. He definitely has CTE for saying shit like that.
Yeah, man.
That nigga's brain looks like
Medusa.
What's the little toffee butter popcorn?
Hey, yo.
Toffee top.
Holy shit.
Like a half open Ziploc bag of corn pops. Nigga's brain is cooked.
All right. I got Battle Rap to go watch. So if y'all want to talk about what you've been playing recently or anything like that, we could do that. Or anything else you want to bring up? Get the fuck up out of here.
Hey, I've been playing Hades. That game is addicting as fuck. That shit's hella fun. Having a great time. Highly recommend. It's a roguelike, but unlike Returnal, which we had for Game of the Year, it's like you got to start back at the beginning every time. You can still do some more shit to like boost you up. But yeah,
how many bosses have you beaten?
I've beaten 2, but so you got to beat them every time too, which is kind of frustrating. I've beaten 2, and I'm on the 3rd one, which is you got to fight 2 people. But it's pretty fun because so you play as the son of Hades, and you're trying to escape hell. But so you have like the other gods are like, you know, coming and giving you like boons and shit that you can equip. So it's been pretty fun. I highly recommend it. I was streaming it the other day.
I'm about to start playing it now that I got this 2 terabyte in there. Let's get it.
It's like 5. The game is 7 gigs.
Oh, bet. It's be ready in 6 minutes.
It's half the size of the Matrix demo. A quarter the size. Sorry.
Like
y'all
8 times.
The first game I put on my SSD drive is
Catherine the Full Body Experience Part 2.
Nah, that's on the system. I need to finish that though. That game's actually fire. If you played that, I think you would like it. It's a cool puzzle game.
I've heard.
And it's not like super horny like you think.
It's fairly
some horn dog elements, but it's not like horny.
It's horn dog light.
I definitely thought you were joking.
Yeah, there we
when
go.
You said that.
Nah, it's horn dog light, but it's like funny though.
All right, what you been
Death
playing?
Stranding.
You been playing Death Stranding or Death Stranding?
I'm starting it back up. I'm putting on the SSD.
Yeah.
I got the director's cut, the PS5 upgrade. We about to be delivering mail in the future, nigga.
Hey man, I was playing that a couple weeks ago, man. That game is fun. It's just them tasks be taking a long ass time sometimes, and you just gotta. It's hella tedious.
Dude, that's why I stopped playing Red Dead. Like one of the little talking about deliver mail, like nigga, like it was after like a 12-hour day at work too. Like, I'm not.
Dog, I watched a video this week of this guy just ethering how they've set up Red Dead Online. That like Rockstar's like paid like no attention to it and just made it like obscenely hard to progress for no reason. Like they've priced things hella weird. Like a box of bullets will be like 41 cents. A gun will be $1,200, but then a satchel to hold more bullets will be $2,000.
What the fuck?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and I guess like in order to because you have to buy, they're called roles, but it's basically like the jobs you have online, and you do those jobs to earn more money and stuff like that. In order to buy those, you have to pay in gold bars. You can earn gold bars by playing, but gold bars are also the currency that you buy with microtransactions.
Of course.
Oh,
so
yeah, I kind of remember that.
Each mission you do, you might earn 0.1 gold bars. And to buy like the role to have a job online costs like 15.
Somebody made a point when they were talking about the GTA remasters, like how the first GTAs were kind of like making fun of like big corporations and like how corporate America works. Like that was like kind of the point of the game. And Rockstar has become the like big corporate asshole in every situation at this point.
It's Take-Two, but or you can say it's Rockstar too, but it's like it's that nasty marriage.
Yeah, dog. And like you have, if you ever look at like what games sell the most, 2K and Rockstar or in Grand Theft Auto 5 have been in the top for the last 12 years straight. And they're just like, yeah, we're running out of money. Sorry.
Grand Theft Auto is going to be like in our kids' textbooks.
Yeah,
it has to be.
It's
like this is like one of the biggest consumed pieces of media of all time.
Yep. and we're like, make a sixth one. Yeah, right.
You're like, counting this money.
Speaking of, I do.
No bullshit. Are we getting on that Dr. Dre
I was just about to
DLC,
say I need to download that so we can get on there and play that.
Y'all listen to any music from it?
No, I have not.
Nah.
You got Eminem on like 3 tracks. I don't know how you're gonna
brother.
Yeah.
God damn it!
Y'all want to get him back on there that bad?
Oh my god!
I do want to see. I want to see like.
I just want my little brother to carry us through it.
Apparently, Dr. Dre had no idea what Grand Theft Auto was before he signed this.
No,
deal.
That's not true. That's not true.
I read an article that said that. I read a headline of article. I didn't read the article.
No, I'm not believing that. He had multiple teenage children throughout the 2000s. I do not believe that.
Yeah,
well, it sounds like you don't have that great relationship with his children.
They had NWA songs in San Andreas.
Nah, but like you just said, like that's one of the most consumed pieces of media of all time. He didn't just accidentally see a commercial. Like
he's kind of in that weirdo, like extra genius off by myself space.
In other games before though, like I'm pretty sure, like
you think he sat down and was like, "All right, blood, we gonna put this in the game, then let's go."
I feel like he's one of those
whatever.
He's one of those like owns his masters guys. So he probably was getting paychecks. He's not like, what the fuck is Grand Theft Auto San Andreas? I don't believe that.
I think he might have something to sign off. You might be right though, but I mean. He could have had an idea that it was a game. Maybe he didn't know all what that game entailed.
Sure, yeah. Like maybe he didn't know the details.
Yeah.
His son that we met steals those checks, the Rockstar checks.
The one that gave you all the tickets.
Yep.
Shout out to his son. He's a cool nigga.
I don't remember his name, but yeah, shout out Dr. Dre's son, man. That's a real nigga.
Yeah.
Y'all remember him? We sent him an invite to the pod. Maybe get him on here one week.
Wow, that might be possible. He might remember us directly if we tell him.
Like, hey, we gave us tickets in the parking lot of a now abandoned weed shop. Oh yeah, you was the nigga that had the purple jacket on, right?
Yeah, we have long hair now. I remember y'all niggas. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. What the hell y'all on, man? What's going on? How can I help?
It's been a minute. I've been trying to follow you on Instagram. Why you ain't accept it? I thought you were spam.
Yeah.
I'll do your podcast, but I gotta come through and kick it. Like
that. He's coming to your house.
Hey, no lie though, like Aiden Ross, who's like one of the most popular streamer YouTuber dudes, his room kind of looks like yours, Shakur. So don't let dreams be dreams.
Aiden Ross will have like fucking a billionaire in his bedroom, like sitting on his twin size bed.
This isn't my bedroom.
It'll be a room like that though. It'll be 17 people deep in that bitch.
They'll be having hella fun.
No, this is just a little extra we have.
Damn, you don't got to flex. We didn't say it was your bedroom, nigga. Damn,
it's just the bonus room.
Your room got more rooms. We know.
Did anybody trying before we get up out here? Anybody try and get the cool grays?
No, but I played Halo Infinite a bunch this week, so that was cool.
Fuck you.
I'm not trying to get the cool grays.
Son of a bitch. Damn, that's crazy. You know, there's people out here in the universe that can't get a next gen console and the cool grays.
Oh, look at him go!
That's wild. Like, imagine, like, damn, I don't got an Xbox Series X or a PS5 or the cool grays. I don't know how you would live the holiday season. That's insane.
I can't.
Like, it's cool if you have one or the other, but some niggas don't have either. That's crazy.
I hope somebody robs you on your next route.
I'm just saying, holy shit.
Yeah. You doing all this flexing, nigga. Tax season's coming up. There's about to be a bounty on your head while you playing.
Kicking your door and they hear this. Like,
give me them cool grays, nigga. Yeah, Roman Pulal's about to be like, oh yeah, you got both, nigga? Yeah, you got both? Let me get them.
Did I tell you guys what I'm gonna do with them already?
You're about to say some
dumb shit.
I'm about to leave.
Nah. So I'm gonna hold both pairs and like
why are you
old pair and the new pair.
Why are you saying this on a public forum? It's not, you're about to ruin it.
I'm about to hold them in a pair like this, and I'm gonna put that Thanos quote where he said, like, look where fate has brought you back to me again, or whatever he said.
Oh my god.
And then I'm just probably gonna get rid of them.
You should go get Dayton's on your Honda like Jody.
No, that's kind of dumb.
Yeah.
Niggas can be like, why'd your car that color then, dude?
The grill's dumb too, but you know you got that.
Nigga putting the cool grays on to hop out of periwinkle Honda.
Niggas want to steal it now.
You definitely get a mark now. You just said what color your car is, what the make is. You got both of them shit.
Niggas don't know what periwinkle is. They're about to be confused as fuck.
Yeah, periwinkle could be anything.
All right.
Like periwinkle. I don't think the color of my car is, but it'd probably be in my top 4 guesses.
All it takes is one Google.
Oh yeah.
This nigga having a periwinkle car is still the funniest shit ever to me, dog.
We're gonna have to look for hella. There's a lot of us where
I've never seen that color car ever. Anywhere else.
You know what's funny? I didn't start seeing that until I bought it.
Of course. Do you see the periwinkle one?
I see the same exact color, like my car.
I thought you had a
Damn,
one.
So you said it all.
No,
what you're saying?
I'm telling you, I was like, what the fuck? Other niggas got this colorway?
I thought that nigga got that shit custom made.
Hey, no bullshit. Like that was like one of the best stages I made because I was so close to buying a fucking purple Challenger that day.
I remember.
You should have.
I remember. You know how hard we would have been pulling up to Blake's
everything.
wedding in a fucking purple Challenger? Are you kidding me? Yeah. We would have had.
It was like purple and like the top was like black. That shit was hard.
Yeah, we would have had to be high.
You probably would have sold the Challenger for more money than you bought it for if you would have sold it like this year. If you'd have bought that.
You think so?
Yeah, used cars are crazy expensive right now.
And
oh my god, dude, it's KCJ versus Vixen right now. Yeah, I gotta
All
go.
right.
All right. Well, shit. Yeah, I'm good.
Halo Infinite's hella fun though, man.
Spider-Man, so we can talk about it.
Oh my fucking god!
You saw it too?
Yeah, Tyrell seen it. You the only one that ain't seen it.
We both seen it.
Well, if there was a way I could leave and you guys keep talking about it, I would. But if I hit stop, it just ends the recording. So
nah, we don't want to. The embargo still is up for regular people. We'll talk about it next week. Blake, if you haven't seen it, spoiling your ass.
Yeah,
I won't have seen it by Friday next week.
Sucks to suck, nigga. Sucks to suck.
It's all good for you, my nigga.
No, if y'all do that, that's cool. I'm gonna just go watch the little explainer video anyway, so I could have to talk about it too. I'm not sure.
Nah, that's weenie shit. We can wait till you see it.
You're gonna be waiting a minute because you realize it's an operation for me to go to the movies. For us to go to the movies, we gotta get a babysitter.
I'm gonna send you a link to a copy.
Uncle Ben. Uncle Ben died twice.
Nigga said Uncle Ben. Damn. The black Uncle Ben from the right.
Oh, I smoke.
Uncle Ben.
That's funny. All right. I'm glad we didn't review football because fuck football. I'm never watching that sport again.
Was there any good number 39s? Is that possible?
Jamal Agnew.
Larry. Yeah, shout out to him. Yeah, Jaguars legend off 1 year. And
Larry Zonka.
Larry
Zonka, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And hold on, was Willie Parker 39?
Yep.
Fast Willie Parker?
Yep.
Yeah, I think he wore 39. Was. And did Danny Woodhead wear 39 too?
I think he wore 38 or 30. It might have been 39.
Yeah, those are the only ones I could think of.
Hey, Danny Woodhead, a legend for real.
Yeah. Chargers,
poor man's
everybody. A poor man's short white.
Eckler? Yeah.
McCaffrey, you gotta stay along racial.
Poor man's Darren Sproles.
Very poor.
Yeah, Darren Sproles actually.
Milkman's Darren Sproles.
Extremely poor, chronic poverty poor.
All right, let's get up out of this bitch.
Hey, shout out to me and Blake for wearing black businesses.
Hey, I was about to say that Hypeland, that shirt you got.
It's a black anime.
The dude that made that is on that Sweet Life show I told you about on HBO, the Issa Rae show. Yeah. He is a fucking lame. Holy shit. I wouldn't want to wear shit just based off of that.
Some of the shit's kind of
for sure.
You're taking over, man. Critically Unfocused podcast, a black business.
Mm.
White podcast. We out of here.
Oh wow.